Hello and welcome to the Counter Attack with me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jose Enrique, where we discuss the hottest topics with Grosvenor Sport every week. Jose, let's get straight into it. This week's burning question. Eddie Nketiah, he's in the England squad. He's ahead of Raheem Sterling and Ollie Watkins. Right decision?
Ahead of Raheem Sterling, I think so. Watkins, no chance. I think Watkins deserves to be in front of him. Even Nketiah is not even a starter if Gabriel Jesus is fit in Arsenal. I really like him, don't get me wrong, but Sterling is not being the Sterling that we know from Manchester City. And obviously Watkins is a player that I love. I really believe he deserves to be in the England squad. What do you think?
I think he should be in there. I think he deserves an opportunity. He's at Arsenal. He's been playing really well. He scores goals. He started the season really well. Raheem Sterling, for me, I mean, he looked like he got the ump about not being involved.
Yeah.
Played three. He started the season, played 3 all right games. He played well. Played Luton. Luton are like playing a non-league team at the minute in the Premier League. They're awful. So, Raheem Sterling, I think he played at the weekend and against Nottingham Forest and was poor. So Gareth Southgate, I think, got it right. He don't get many wrong, Southgate. I think he's seen what Ollie Watkins can do. He knows Ollie Watkins is a great player. I really like Watkins. But I think Eddie Nketiah deserves his chance. He's playing for Arsenal, a team that are challenging for the title. Arteta loves him. He scores goals. He knows where the net is. I actually think he's got this one right.
You believe in front of Watkins?
Yeah. Well, we've seen what Ollie Watkins can do. We know what Ollie Watkins can do. He's a really good player. But we've got a friendly coming up. I know there's a qualifier, but there is a friendly as well. And I think Eddie Nketiah deserves his chance. He's been playing well, started the season great, scoring goals, playing for Arsenal in a team that are going to, challenging for the title. Now, Aston Villa, he got beat by Liverpool, they got beat by Newcastle.
Yeah.
They're all right. They're an okay team. Arsenal are trying to win the league. And their striker has been Eddie Nketiah. And I think he's been good. I think he deserves his chance.
Well, I disagree in terms of with Sterling. Yeah, definitely. I think Nketiah is in front of Sterling. With Watkins, it's just I really, really like Watkins. I think he maybe deserves to be in front of Nketiah. But like you say, with a friendly in front of before the qualifier and everything like that, maybe it's good to give him the chance and see how he does. But still, for me, quality-wise, I love Watkins more than Nketiah.
Now it's time for Rankum, Jose. Jude Bellingham, he's absolutely smashing it at Real Madrid. What a player he's looking to be. Name your top 3 British players at Madrid since they signed Steve McManaman in 1999. So there's a few to choose from. Who's your picks? Because I know where I'm going instantly.
Instantly? For me, I have my top 3 already, I think. I'm not sure if you
give us your number 3. What's go on 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. 3, future-wise, I think is going to be Bellingham. Future-wise, obviously, no present. Second, I will go McManaman. First, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, for me, people forget how good Gareth Bale was for Real Madrid. I think, obviously, at the end of his career, he was focusing in other stuff more than in football. But this guy is scoring many in Champions League finals, in cup finals, in very, very important matches. We all remember the front 3, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, Gareth Bale. I think people forget very, very quickly because remember Gareth Bale at the end of his days in Real Madrid. But before that, for me, actually, he was one of the best players in the world, for a few years in a row. So that will be my order. And I love Mac. I know him personally as well. I love Mac. But I don't know, Gareth Bale as well is won a lot more with Real Madrid. And I don't know. I go that order. Which one is yours?
Look, it's hard to disagree with you on that. You got Michael Owen, you got David Beckham. He went there and won La Liga. If you look at what McManaman did there, he was one of the first ones to go and smash it up. 2 Champions League, 2 La Ligas.
Yeah.
But Gareth Bale, I'd go, look, here's my take. McManaman goes in at number 3. I've got Gareth Bale at number 2 because of what he done. Won La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Cup, Champions League. I mean, he won everything, the guy. I think kind of people underestimate how good Gareth Bale was and what he achieved in the game. He's actually remarkable of how good of a player he was. But for me, number 1's got to be Jonathan Woodgate, Jose. I mean, the man went out there and created one of the best debuts ever. You know, got sent off, scored an own goal, got injured, and didn't play for 3 months. Doesn't get any better.
You are so bad, Jamie. Yeah, I thought we were talking serious. Yes. Then second Michael Owen, then, no?
It's iconic, mate. There's nothing. When you think of Real Madrid and British players, who do you think of first? You think Jonathan Woodgate because he's iconic.
People just, like I said before, they just remember about his last years, you know, and that when he was focused more in golf than in football, you know. But if you focus in football way, you know, I love him. I played against him when he was at Tottenham as well, and he was a fantastic player. I love him.
Yeah, he was unreal. I mean, I played with him at Tottenham for a few years, you know, and he was left back when I was there, and he was really good. He picked up injuries, but he was a machine.
You were in the game. You were in the game against Inter. In that game, you were in Tottenham.
No, I was on loan. So that was the season that I was on loan at Portsmouth that season. So that was where he kind of come to the fore. So I mean, I was the season before. He wasn't involved, mate. Honestly, Harry Redknapp weren't having him. He wasn't having him at all, and it's only because we picked up a really bad injury with Asuikoto. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He got injured. He got injured, and he had no choice but to play Gareth Bale. So he put Gareth Bale in the team. He done really well. Asuikoto come back, and he was like, "I want Asuikoto in the team." So he pushed Gareth Bale forward and played him left midfield. So with Asuikoto, Gareth Bale left midfield. I was on the bench, and I'd come on for either one who was having a beast. And he just. All of a sudden, he just went to a different player. Like, he was unbelievable. I was like, oh, this guy's just a joke. And you had the Inter Milan thing. That was it. He never looked back. Yeah. But, you know, what he went on and done after that was just insane. You know, he went from playing left back to right wing to number 10. You know, he just turned into the ultimate player. But I think Jude Bellingham's one as well, Jose. I mean, we got to watch this guy. You know, it's hard. We don't follow it because he's out in Spain all the time. We're seeing highlights and stuff, but watching him week in, week out. 5 goals in 4 games.
Yeah.
At Real Madrid in your first season when you've just joined, scoring the winner.
And Real Madrid
is unbelievable.
Yeah, and for Real Madrid, the fans, obviously, it's many fans. It's one of the biggest club, if not the biggest club in the world. That's the truth. And it's very tough. I know El Bernabeu, obviously I'm Spanish, and it's very tough, the fans, you know, and how they've been singing his name even in the last game when he scored in the last minute or in the last 2 minutes, he scored a goal and they win the game. With having that personality with his age for a team like Real Madrid is incredible. I think he maybe become second or first, but he has a lot of job to do, with Gareth Bale, how many trophies he's won, McManaman as well. Still a long way, but I love Bellingham. He's a top player. Yeah,
I don't think things faze him. When I watch him play, he don't care about anything and anyone. He's like, I'm going to be the best player on the pitch.
Yeah,
I love his mentality.
Yeah,
he's unreal. What a player!
I agree.
Jose, loads to talk about with the England squad and players coming into the team, players getting left out of the team. Look, Southgate's picked a strong side as he always is. We've got to start with, you know, the goalkeeper Nick Pope left out of the squad. Aaron Ramsdale obviously is in there with Jordan Pickford. Do you think he's made the right decisions in leaving Nick Pope out?
Well, you know, Southgate can have grown things and good things like any manager, but the reality when he has something on his head, he doesn't. For him, Pickford is the starter, and I believe he's gonna keep being the starter. To be honest with you, I don't think he's gonna change. Even if Ramsdale and Pope, like you say, for Newcastle, they've been better than Pickford. I like him. He's a good shot stopper, but I think the other two are better goalkeepers overall, you know, than him, in my opinion. But who I believe is going to play, I think he's going to play Pickford. It's unfair in Pope. Yeah, I think he's been doing not just well this season. Last season, he was fantastic for Newcastle, and he deserves a chance as well. What do you think?
Nick Pope, for me, Jose, he's not good enough. I mean, he's put in some bad performances this season already. You know, he's got cement in his boots when he's playing out from the back. You can't play for England if you can't play out from the back. You know, he just when it comes back to him, he looks like he don't know what he's doing.
But for me,
shell it out of play.
For
it's
me,
like you playing in goal.
For me, him, you know,
I just don't think he's good. I don't think he's good enough. He's a good shot stopper.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
for
it.
me, if you were a manager, would you rather have a very, very good shot stopper or someone that is worse shot stopper but better on the ball?
Better on the ball.
And worse shot stopper?
Yeah, I would.
I don't.
Because the team that I want, because in this day and age, in the modern era, it's about playing out from the back. Your goalkeeper is a centre half as well. He's a midfielder. He makes things happen. He gets assists and things. I would rather have, and honestly, when I say this, I'd rather have a better keeper with his feet. All right, he might make some mistakes or he might let a couple of goals in. Yeah, of course, but I'm not saying I want to keep with no arms, but I think distribution is becoming more now for these modern day managers than actual shot stopping.
I think I am more English than you because I'm all style on that. I don't like, obviously it's nice to see. It's nice to see when the team's playing from the back, and it's nice to see. But if I was a manager, I say to my goalkeeper, don't get complicated and put the ball to the striker, and from there we can hold it back and start playing. Don't risk it.
Right, Jose, Harry Maguire. I mean, look, it's becoming beyond the joke that really he keeps getting picked and getting involved. I mean, he come on the other day against Arsenal, and it's kind of crazy that he's getting picked for the England team. But is he going to carry on being picked, or we just got to accept this now?
I think so, no? I'm not sure what you think, but I think so. He's picking him anyway. It doesn't matter. He had the chance for what it looks like. Obviously, I don't know what happens, but it looks like he could have joined West Ham. Maybe it was something economy-wise, apart from Tenak didn't want to lose a centre-back without, obviously, a replacement. But the reality is, like you say, at the end, as a national manager, Southgate should be fair, with the players that are playing and doing well. If you are not playing, how you can play with your national team? I never understand that. If you are not playing, you shouldn't play with your national team. It's true that it's very, like you say, the other day he came in against Arsenal. Everyone was clapping, the Arsenal fans, all these kind of things I don't like to see, because if I was in his position or you when you play, obviously it's very, very sad to see that, but it's become a moment that he can play for England. He's not playing for Manchester United. He can play for England. He's not fit enough to play 90 minutes at the highest level. At the moment, he's not playing for his team.
No, I agree. I do agree. But the problem is that he hasn't let really Gareth Southgate down. And when he has played for England, it is a lot slower international football. We do play deeper. And, he seems to fit in with Gareth Southgate's thinking of how he wants to do it. He feels like I don't feel we're blessed at the back, mate, with top centre-halves. John Stone's injured. Yeah. Tyrone Mings is injured. You look at the back, you look at the defenders we actually got in the team. I mean, I look at Carl Walker to play centre-half because of his experience and pace. Yeah. We haven't actually got that many good players at centre-half, and it's an inexperienced back line that we're going to have. So that's why I think, he's sticking with Harry Maguire, but just down to experience and what he knows that he's going to come in and do the job for England.
And it's true.
He hasn't let them down. Do I think he should be playing next year in the Euros? I mean, if he don't play for Man United this season, then he can't. But, it's one of them where you have to persevere with it. Like I talk the one for me which I just don't understand is Calvin Phillips. Like Calvin Phillips is in the squad. James Ward-Prowse has started the season unreal. He gives you so much more than Calvin Phillips. Yeah. He's got more energy. He's good on the ball. Set pieces. I don't understand.
And he's just changing teams that, it's difficult sometimes to adapt to a new style, new team. He got relegated mental-wise and he's done fantastic. He's doing fantastic job. Like you say, it's more unfair on Phillips with Rose, definitely, than Maguire, because what you're saying, because of the options and the injuries that you have at the moment. And Maguire is true that when he's gone with the national team, it's done well for him. That's true. But like you say, he's gonna be able to play in the Euros for England if not he doesn't play for Manchester United. He shouldn't. I think.
Yeah, Jose, you look at the squad though. I mean, it's an unreal squad, isn't it? Harry Kane, Declan Rice, Bellingham, Grealish, Phil Foden. I mean, we are blessed. We should win it next year. Really, we should be favourites.
One of the favourites, 100%. Yeah, I agree. I think
we are the favourites.
Yeah. The problem is like it happens, I think, with Manchester City last year. I think when you win one trophy, maybe it happens what it happens with Spain. You know, you remember when they won the first Euro Cup, then the World Cup came, then the Euro Cup. It's just to remind you that Spanish, we are better. You know, I think England needs to take away that winning, you know, something. And like you say, the quality of the players, if you look at every single position, it's top players everywhere, you know, and on the bench as well. So that these guys are not able to win anything is not possible. They have to win something. Like you say, they will be favorite with France as well. I think Spain, I don't think is a favorite, but France, England, something like definitely they are favorites.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, France, England is always going to be the one that we've got to watch out for. But I think the only problem we have, and the issue that we've got in this team, really and truthfully, as much as I think he's great at getting out of groups and getting to latter stages of competitions, when he gets to the crunch and the big games, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, the finals, Gareth Southgate's the one that lets us down. He makes bad decisions. He's not reactive enough. He's very reactive instead of proactive. You know, he doesn't see a situation 10 minutes before it's going to happen and think tactically I can change that and we'll go and win the game. He waits for something to happen and then he changes it, and then we're either chasing a game or trying to win a game from there. And I think that's the problem. When you come up against the big teams in the final moments of competitions, Southgate hasn't got the ability as manager to win a competition. That's where I think we're going to. I think we've got the best squad, we've got the best players. But when it gets to the last game and the one that matters, Gareth Southgate's the weak link.
You think it's his last opportunity to win something with England?
He's going to leave. Yeah. He'll leave after the Euros. Win, lose. He's going to leave. I think his time's up, and I think we move on from him. And you know, and look, if he wins the Euros, he's going to. You'd say it's been a huge success. You know, final, semi-final, and then win one. You know, but I don't know. I just think maybe he's had his opportunity. He had a brilliant opportunity in both competitions.
Yeah.
And you'd say he failed with the players that we had in the moments that we were in. You know, France obviously is a tough one, but you know the other ones you should win. Right, Jose, we're going to do win, lose or draw now. England's fixtures first coming up Saturday. Ukraine, it's away. It is a Euro qualifier. How do you see it?
I see England winning this game. And you?
Yeah. I think for me it's going to be a comfortable England win. Tuesday against Scotland. Big game for England. It's never a friendly, that one. But again, I just think England are going to win it. He's going to try different things, but I still back us to win.
I think England, now any game that you put against any country, you know, really, I'm going to say really that they have to win. You know, it's a win as well. And I think they're going to win as well. Yeah,
you can't. There's absolutely no friendlies. Scotland, obviously, they're playing against Cyprus in the Euro qualifier. They've done all right, Scotland. I think they win this one.
Yeah, I think they will win this one, Scotland as well. I think they will win it. They're competitive. Maybe they don't have, you can compare with England or anything like that, or any big country, you know, but they are a country that, like you say, is they know how to put a performance and they try always, you know. So against Cyprus, they should win. It's 3 points that they should guarantee, you know, should be guaranteed for them.
Yeah. Wales play Thursday and Monday. Thursday, they've got South Korea at home. It's a friendly. I mean, it's hard to pick, but you know, I'd expect a Wales win.
I'm gonna go for a draw, just for a change. You know, I think, you know, it's a friendly. If it was a game that obviously was, you know, obviously more, it was a competitive game, would be different. But being a friendly, maybe Wales as well change and try other players as well. I'm gonna go for a draw here.
Yeah, all right. Monday they got Latvia away. I'm definitely going to say Wales win.
Yeah, it has to win. Definitely, it's a win.
Ireland Thursday, Sunday they're playing. They got France away. Euro qualifier.
Bye.
I think Ireland are definitely going to lose this one.
Yeah, 100%. I think 99.9. You know, you never know, but it's true that, and as well away, you know, that I think France is the favourites. They will win.
Yeah. And then they've got Holland at home. Mass. They're basically, their whole group is riding on these next two fixtures.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a draw.
You're gonna go for a draw? I don't. I think Netherlands is gonna win as well. I think both of them are favorite. I hope Ireland does well, you know, and actually get something from these games. but they are very, very superior, these two national teams. But like, this is football, anything can happen. But I go for France and Netherlands wins, 100%.
Yeah, I just think Ireland now, they've got a few good players coming through. So they might do something. Right, Northern Ireland, they're playing Thursday. Slovenia away in the Euros. I'll go for a draw.
I go for a draw as well. To be honest, I don't know too much about Slovenia, so just to say something, I go for a draw as well.
Yeah, same. Sunday, they've got Kazakhstan away. I'll go for a Northern Ireland win.
I go for a draw because I don't know them either, Kazakhstan as well. I go for a draw just in case they have few good players there, I go for a draw both games.
Thanks everyone for joining us for today's episode of The Counter Attack. We'll be back next week where Jose Enrique will again be talking nonsense.